Looks like another lovely day to be out driving RC cars. I've got the drone doing a circle shot around us, and go ahead and pause that thought right here. So my brother's dog decided to jump into the back of the SUV, and when he jumped into the back of the SUV, he knocked over the remote controller for our /ped setup, and unfortunately, prior to this, I had not set up the failsafe, even though it only takes about 2 seconds to do so. And so he knocked it over, the batteries fell out, and as soon as the controller turned off, the truck started immediately going full throttle. So on this setup today, we had a 4S battery setup inside of the truck, along with the Mamba Max brushless setup, so it'll probably do 50 miles an hour easy, and immediately does a wheelie and flies past us. And at this point I knew even if I get the remote controller back on, it takes a couple seconds for it to pair and stop the truck. And so it's pretty much, well, I guess, what is this thing going to do? So it flies up the embankment here and does a couple flips, and at some point I believe the wheels on the back became unloaded because it was flipping through the air. So when it landed, it became front wheel drive. So I just thought it ended up being breaking a differential or something came loose. And so finally, once we got the controller back on, the truck stopped and we went and retrieved it. So of course, then we had to inspect for damage. So the moral of this story is, if you have a failsafe that you can set up on your remote controller, do it. Don't hesitate, don't delay, don't all do it next time. Just set up the failsafe if you've got one. It'll prevent damages and keep you from running into people. Okay, so here is our /ped after the runaway. Shockingly, the whole truck held up pretty well. However, we actually lost one of the rear drive shafts, so I thought at first it just popped out. But what happened is, I'm guessing from the differential unloading and causing one wheel to spin way faster and then hitting the ground again, it actually caused the drive shaft to get ripped out. So it actually pulled the entire gear out, and we had to, of course, spend some couple minutes here looking for this, but we did find it and found it just like this, so ended up ripping the gear out of the differential. So to fix that, I ordered a whole new differential case and differential just to make it a little bit easier, and then I'll have some spare parts, but hopefully this doesn't happen again. So make sure you set up failsafe if you've got it. Ripped it right out. Yeah, it's kind of cool, you get to see the gears in there moving around. So that is supposed to be inside of there. So I ripped out the bearing and everything.